Alright guys, I know this gets confusing, so here's a breakdown. You guys can hit pause and take a good look at it. The preferred are 1, 2, and 3, although in reality, loop 400 is right across from the marina. 300, which is preferred, is a little bit more of a distance from the marina than 400. Then you get down to the premium sites, a little bit further from the marina, but they have the larger pads. I have not checked every loop. I don't have it memorized. I'll try to get as detailed as I can. Then you have that one tent loop, which we did video, right there. And that's right across from the swimming pool. I think that's the better of the two of the tent loops. You have 16, 17, 18, and 19 right here, which have got the small pads. Those are full hookup. And then you have the other tent loop over here. All these over here are all cabins, with the exception of the two or three cabins they have over here by the marina. So if you're staying in a cabin and you want to be close to the marina, make sure you let them know that that's what you want to have. So I hope that this was helpful for anybody that might be coming to Fort Wilderness. Okay, so this cottontail curl, which is the 1500 loop, is one of the two designated tent sites, tent loops. And this one, which is the 1500 loop, is right across from the main swimming pool as well as the store. Site 1501, 1504, and 1505, which is this side, are very close to the comfort station, as you can see. So if you're in a tent, those would probably be pretty good sites to be in. They're all pretty wooded. Right now there's like a church group or something here, so it's like super crowded, but you can kind of see how wooded the sites are.
I've had you on before, the
1513 right there was pretty good. And 1514 has no one behind them. You see all that nice empty space. 1516, this is the outside, the outer edge. There's also sites on the inside, but these are the better sites in my opinion, because there won't be anybody behind you on these sites right here. There's 1519, and this is the last one. 1520 is a good site as well. I'm going to get down and show you one of these sites. So this is 1521. You could tell it's a tent or pop-up site because the pad is relatively short on these. Of course, there are no sewer hookups with these because it's a tent site, but you do have water. You have cable, I guess if you bring your own TV, and you have your electric. And all of them have picnic tables, and they all have this type of a grill. This one actually isn't too bad of a site. You could kind of see the people on that side. And you can see the people on that side, so I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good sight. Once again, this is the 1500 loop. And I tried to show you the sights that were pretty good in my opinion, which are the outside sights. These inside ones, sometimes you could see your neighbors a little more. But as you can see, it's pretty wooded either way. And this one, since it's at the end, it has a tether ball where kids could play. And this was site 1521. Okay, now we're going around the 1500 loop again, but now I want to show you the inside sights. That was 1502. These are going to be pretty quick shots. This one coming up is 1505. This one's 1509. This one coming up is 1512. This one's 1515. This one's 1518. This empty one coming up is 1521, which is the one I showed you before. And now we're going on to the other tent loop and try to show you a more detailed video of that one. Okay, so now we're going to show you guys a more detailed view of Spanish Moss Lane, which is loop 2001 through 2069. This is the second of the tent loops, tent and pop-ups. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys one of the sites here in the 2000 loop. They're basically, some are just more wooded than others, but this is 2035. As you can see, it's right next to the comfort station. It's got the short pad, just like the other one. The other one in the other tent loop. That's why they're tent loops, because the concrete doesn't go back all the way. You got electricity. You got a water hose. There's a cable outlet. And just like the other loops, they all have picnic tables and a grill. So there is the comfort station. So if you are in a tent and you want to be close to the restroom and showers, 2035, 2036 is right across. 2037 and 2038 are the four that are the closest to this comfort station. I'm going to show you the comfort station again real quick because it's in another one of our videos, but just in case you don't have to go watch the other videos to go hunt down the comfort station.
All-Star.
Yeah.
So at the comfort station, as I showed you before, they have a house phone right over here. There's a regular payphone. Don't see those very often. And then they have the house phone, which from any of the loops, you can get a hold of the front desk, receptions, guest shows, all kinds of stuff. So you don't have to go all the way to the front. You can use any of these house phones, which are located at every comfort station in every loop. And I'm going to show you the laundry room. I don't think anybody's in here. So, like I showed you before, this is the laundry room. $3 for the washer. Little folding area. $3 for the dryers. Looks like they got brand new washers and dryers since the last time I showed you guys. Here are the detergents and the fabric softeners. I'm trying to see how much it is. Okay, somehow I'm missing it. And then you have the table, a folding table here as well. They have a change machine. If you need change for the washer and dryer, they also have this thing here. Alright, if there's no one in the restrooms, I'm going to go show you that real quick. Also at each of the comfort stations, there's a park information. And campground information. They give you this information when you check in. Okay, so I'm going to video pretty quickly because there's no one in here at the moment, so I just want to video while there is no one in here. So this is an example of one of the comfort stations. These are obviously the bathroom stalls. As I said, this is one of the two of the tent and pop-up sites. The only difference is they have smaller concrete pads on these sites, and there is no sewer hookup, because obviously if you're in a pop-up or if you're tenting, you don't need that. And then we have, once again, the special needs shower, larger for wheelchairs, or if you have, like I've said before, kids with strollers, you have a group, you could just, you know, you have little kids, you don't want them running around, you can have them in there with you. They have little hooks for you to hook your bags and a little bench. I'm here, it's about 11 o'clock in the afternoon, so most people are at the parks or swimming or doing other things, but of course, since this is a tent loop, the bathrooms tend to get really busy later on, so you just have to come and check. So it's not too busy, so you're not sitting there waiting on a shower. All right, guys. So I hope this was helpful. Now I am going to go over here and I will show you the rest of this loop. We're going to go around twice, once on the inside sites, which I'm doing now, and then we'll go around the second time and get the outside of this loop. Since this is a tent loop, and it's a pretty large loop, it has two comfort stations. This is the second one. Site number 2063 is directly across from it. 2064 is also across from it. And this is 2065. That is right next to that comfort station. Okay, so those were the outside sites, and now we're going to show you the inside. Okay, so this one right here is 2004. This one coming up is 2006. This This is site 2008. 2010 is this empty one. 2012, also empty. 2013, 2015. This is a large. 2016. This is a large loop. 2019. This empty one here is 2021. This is 2025. (2027). (2030). 2033. 2035 is the one I showed you. Here's the initial comfort station that I showed. 2038. 2040. 2043. 2048. 2050. 2052. 2054. 2056. 2058. 2060. 2062. 2063. There's a Disney worker putting a tent up for 2064. And another one of the videos I showed you what that looks like already built, 2066. And finally, the last one in this loop is 2068. And that's the last of the sites in the 2000 loop.